Alrighty traders, George here, and time for a look at January 2017 for our balance beam model and the subscriber series. Let's get right into it. I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys. For starters, when you log onto the site, this is where you see the videos. Week ahead trade calls and alerts, and it's underneath the subscriber section. So of the four main categories, when you log onto the main page, go to subscriber, pop that guy open, and then you will be able to see these videos. All right, so when they go out, you'll also get an email to notify you that they're there. In addition to those videos that went out, there were about 6 trade alerts that went out through January. Here are screenshots of the setups from those videos. This is what we had for oil, that guy right there. I just want you to do a quick cursory view of these so you get them in your mind. This is the setup we had for gold the next week on the 9th, and for oil on the 9th. Here's the follow through we had from that prior week on oil, since I see it there. These two nice moves there, not booking that one because it went out too early. For oil, the follow through, really incredible on that second week. And for gold, we had this follow through from that week on the 9th. Just some fantastic price action. This move right there, absolutely killer. Then on to the next week, we had 4 markets to look at. We had this one for oil, that setup. We had this one for the NASDAQ. We had this one for the euro, and we had this one for gold, like so. And for some follow through there, we had the euro basically just got stopped out at initial there. Gold rallied up for a nice $630 gain. NASDAQ was stopped for a full stop out, and oil had a couple nice moves up, one up, one down. That put up some good numbers there. For the next week, we had these trade calls here for oil, for gold, and for the NASDAQ, and we had some pretty decent follow through on those guys as well. We had this for the NASDAQ here. Nice move up to hit that target 1. Multi-contract traders in for target 2 easily there. And for gold, we had some nice movement as well. Multi-contract traders really cleaning up on the move down. We didn't get as much for the single contract folks. And for oil, we had some volatile movement but remained profitable there. But the hallmark of these balance beam trades is that there are small stops and big targets and not a lot of trades. It's pretty much the opposite of what everyone's doing out there. Overnight holds for just a couple of nights here and there, and that's it. There's nothing over the weekend for the single contract series. And here's what all that shaped up to be. Maybe it didn't look that impressive, but here's what it does. That first week in oil, 380 bucks. The next week, we saw oil and gold put some money on the table, but significantly from gold with that big move up to hit that target 1,560 bucks on a single contract, just letting it ride all the way up to target on that nice reset. And then for the following week, we actually had a complete stop out for the NASDAQ and the euro, but the gold trade went nicely in favor, and oil went up and down, hit targets both directions. And then for last week's trades, we had these 3 markets and a nice single gainer for the NASDAQ, basically a wash for gold, and just a little bit of gain for oil for the single contract traders. Multi-contract traders really did a job on this action from that week, but we had no trade calls for this week so far. Here we are at the end of January, and guess what? We're at 5,385 bucks for these trades here. That's it. Those are all the trades that went out, and that's it. Nothing more. And everything is based solely off of the charts, nothing else. Just the balance beam charts and nothing else. So all in all, a really fantastic start to the year, and really is right in line with what we saw at the beginning of last year. These subscriber signals go out in advance. When you get them, all you need to do is put the orders on into your broker window and wait for any alerts if there happen to be any. Otherwise, let the trades work their way out, and off you go. Not a lot of trades, small stop, big targets. That's what the balance beam is all about. We just had a killer start to 2017 here, and stay tuned. As early as tomorrow, we might get a trade alert that goes out for this week, since we haven't had any for Monday or Tuesday so far. And some great feedback from you all in training. Had a great session this morning. That's going to be up on the site later this afternoon. You can log in and watch that if you didn't see it, or go there to refresh what you experienced this morning. All right, gang, that'll do it for now. Have a great rest of the afternoon. We'll see you back in training on Thursday.